feel like it's doesn't always line up when you click the button.
We're live.
And when it starts.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet. I'll see it. He's saying we're on.
Well,
He's getting the thumbs up.
It's
I see
the
it.
latency, so it's
The
gonna
delay.
start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so people are gonna see what you're saying right now.
Excellent. We should be careful then.
good morning.
Hey, everybody. There's a lot of storms out there. Like tornadoes in Alabama.
Oh, jeez. It's supposed to get windy here later.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I was counting on the sun and drove here in the rain. All right, a lot of people are joining.
Hi, everybody. I guess I should. What should I open? I'll open YouTube.
Yeah, what do you need?
I don't know. I just like to see what's happening.
Make sure you're muted, or we're gonna hear us.
Okay.
Where's Milo this morning? Asleep in a bed.
Oh, yep, right behind us.
Right behind us in the bed.
I don't know how to find my own video. Okay.
Well, I found it.
Okay. All right.
It's a good thing since you are the one who
I
had
either
to turn
have
us
to
on.
go. Okay, I'm getting there.
Would you like
I'm
me to
getting
send
there.
you the link?
It's okay.
There you are.
I've got it. Now there's 88 people watching.
We're definitely live, careful or not. We'll be careful. Not that we ever say anything that shouldn't be broadcast live.
So we are we're ready to go. We've got people shipping. Kyla's been processing since the wee hours of the morning. John set up an extremely elaborate live stream. I posted a picture on Fanfare if you want to see it of the.
There's a lot.
The
I really feel like there's an audience. I mean, it's lights and tripods,
We
but
need to put little heads on them.
all right, we'll do that for next time.
And so many Fiber Fairy things. Oh, what time is it in Australia, Julie?
It's tomorrow.
It's
Is it
tomorrow. No, wait.
Not yet?
It's late. It's 9. No, it's 9 p.m. Or no, it's 24 hours.
I think they're tomorrow.
Wow.
Wait, tomorrow morning. Maybe she'll answer.
Help us out. Wait. No, I feel like it's 12 because I feel like when I did a 1 p.m., PETA was at 1 a.m.
Oh, 12.
Mm-hmm.
So who's 24 hours? Japan?
Us.
No.
No, really.
Someone is a whole day.
No.
A whole 24
I don't think so.
Oh, we're 24 hours? Because that would be the whole world, you mean, turning?
Alright.
But there is a point where it does put
Starting off strong.
Australia into the next day.
It's
All right.
12:30 a.m. on Saturday. That's why I think it's a whole day.
Yeah, it's the next day.
It's the next day.
Oh wait, 12:30 a.m. So it's more than 12
15
hours. Okay.
Not 24 hours, though, because that would be us. You said that's us. That's us tomorrow. Wait, it's 9 p.m. in Australia.
See?
Well, what's 12:30 a.m. on Saturday? Where are you, Julie?
New Zealand? Would New Zealand be that much different?
They're pretty close, aren't they?
Australia's big.
So whenever we post something that's going to happen Eastern Standard Time and you all ask us when that is in another country,
We don't know.
We don't know.
As evidenced, at least don't ask me, clearly.
Just Google. You're going to get better results, or you're going to get a conversation like this.
We are EST for everyone.
Yes.
Eastern. That gets
So-
confusing with the time to change, though.
We have I think this is a really fun Fiber Fairy because I get to see you all again for a live felt along. So basically, we're giving you everything you need to do a workshop with me on April 17th at 1 p.m. is what we're shooting for at the moment. So I'll go through the Fiber Fairy tiers, and we'll do that a couple of times, and then we'll just talk about whatever you guys would like to talk about. My very first 2D Ren is actually at home. I did it as a live workshop, and I think I even had some beginners, and we used a photo provided by Paul Beardsley, who's one of our needle felters, he's a birder. I don't know what the right word is.
He takes awesome pictures.
He's a photographer. But I had to change the image for this reference because I needed it to work a different way. I needed a different angle. But so that was so successful and so fun. I think I even had beginners in that class. And I'm really finding, like with the rooster, the snow hare was the first one, but that the 2D instruction can come across really well. And I love teaching, I love teaching painting, and painting with wool isn't very much different. So that's what we're going to do together. We have, the first tier is Flat Matthew, which is our upgraded, our fancy flat mat. It's whiter and it's a little softer and cleaner. But this is going to be our base. This is going to be where we start. And then we are giving away 2 ounces of a mix of wheat and Sarafina white, which are 2 super useful colors. We don't use, to do 2D, it really takes very little fiber, but we want the giveaway to be, not...
Bountiful.
Yeah,
bountiful.
bountiful. Good one. Thank you. Like not limited to just what you need for the image. So lots of fiber here. And then I'll hold these. I have these.
This is just needle felted. Someone asked, is it just needle felted?
Yeah, just needle felted. I have the third tier here, which is the lights that you'll need. I think this is like the most fun for me, is picking out the colors and arranging them in a way that whatever you blend to make, same with the 2D fox and the 2D hummingbird, you're gonna have success. Like picking the colors that are gonna give you a successful image is a lot of fun for me to develop. So these are your lights. That's the next tier, the third tier. And we went for it's somewhere between 8 and 12 inches each of merino, which is about an ounce. And then the next tier...
Your little screen's on now.
Oh, good.
Just so you know,
yeah,
John.
Good. And then the next tier is the darks. Ooh, Sassy must have bundled this one. Is all tight and perfect. So we have 5 more colors. I don't know. Do I need to say what colors they are? Because that's always tricky for me. I think it's current. This is either coffee or bark. Olive. No, this is coffee. This is bark, and this is rust. It's on the post. We have so many merinos, and a lot of them are really close in color. And then, the decal. We didn't get the decal.
Oh.
We keep forgetting. The 5th tier is 1.5 ounces of locks, and it's going to have a mix. You're going to have some dark natural locks, some lighter gray natural locks. And these, in the painting, are meant to kind of be, you can use them however you want to indicate whatever you want. They could just be texture in the foliage, or you could fan them out and blur them out a little to get some darker and lighter things happening. I guess when I put them on, I'm thinking of them as sort of being in the background. Same with some of these you're going to have dyed locks, and they will have, all right, that's my natural. They'll have a mix of kind of between gold, green, and little kind of aqua gray teal color. And you can take anything from your stash to use as well. Again, you're going to use about 1/10 of the locks that we're sending to you in the image. But what's really fun too is we dyed these tiny little, I think these are BFL, and we dyed them this deep chestnut color. And they're fun to use in the bird itself to, just indicate maybe, bye John, thank you, indicate a wing feather or a tail feather, or just to give you a slightly different texture in the bird. Does that, okay, yeah, and a decal, which I didn't bring up.
I was trying to think if we had one over there.
Should I text the group for someone to run one up? I'll text the group.
Sure. John also
Excuse me while I send a text. Watch. What did he say?
Well,
John's sending us texts regarding our live stream.
I wouldn't read it out loud though.
Okay. Okay. So, would someone mind running up a decal for us to show for the Fiber Fairy? Question mark.
The talk texting live. I could have done that for you.
Without. Okay.
Question. Some people are asking about actually how many tiers there are. So
so there's 6 tiers. There's 5 fiber tiers, and then the 6th tier at 125 is an entry, and there'll be 3 winners for the baskets, and I'll show what's in the basket in 1 second. Okay, first tier is the pre-felt. Second tier is the Sarafina white and wheat core. Third tier is the light grouping of 5 merino colors.
I'm doing this with my left hand.
Yeah, nice.
It's very challenging.
Fourth tier is the dark group of merino colors. And the 5th is the locks and the vinyl decal that Talbot made. Little Sarafina decal.
I might have held it behind the box.
You might have held what?
I might have held the tiers kind of behind the little box that's there now.
Won't it be like an absolutely fabulous day, the day that you're driving down the road and you see someone else with a Sarafina sticker?
So it's a Klingon. It's not an actual...
We need a hand sign.
Ooh. That's it. It's bunny ears. It has to be.
Okay.
If you see another Sarafinian on the road, be careful. Don't get in an accident making your bunny ears.
I'm always jealous of the motorcyclists and the Jeep drivers who get to... Are you throwing the Jeep sign?
Oh, it's so fun. Here's John. We should give him the Sarafina sign. Because look, he's green.
We decided it's going to be an exciting day when one Sarafinian sees another one on the road with their decal.
She said we needed a sign.
Okay, this is not going
It's not as exciting. It's really
but
exciting.
I have it on my car, so when you peel this off, I'll show you. It's bright blue on the other side. And it's backwards because you put it, on the inside of your window or
oh, that's
your
good.
Car window.
It's in the little box.
Is it? Look at
Kimberly's putting it on her Jeep. I have a soft top Jeep, so I don't know where to put it. Can your window go up and down? You have it on your window and it's no problem?
Yeah.
All right, I can put it on my window.
So, yeah. So that's going to be with your locks. We wanted, as many people. Well, yeah. Okay. So we have. I don't know if I need to say this or not. I guess I should. We have prepared for a lot. We've prepared for a lot. I'm a little worried.
We're going to run out.
We're going to run out of some things. If we run out of something, I'll figure it out. I'll make it up to you somehow. We'll.
What might we run out of?
We might
possibly the decal.
Possibly the decal. Possibly the locks. I think the rest is safe. But If we run out of locks, I'll figure it out. So for those who are spending over $125, you are entered to win one of 3 baskets.
Somebody's putting the decal on their VW Rabbit.
Uh-huh.
And their
Perfect.
screen name is Muppet. So they're possibly one of my new favorite people, because that's amazing. And people are interested in possibly buying a decal. So we might have to order another set and have them available for sale.
Paul made a pun. Okay, so in the baskets, there is a bunny Poof. I made lots of bunny puffs when I was refilming and working on the fur. There's 3. There's one white one. Yeah, I'll show them. Oh, I'm so trapped. Where'd he go?
Yes,
he's here.
People are excited to try 2D.
Yeah. Oh, I
fun.
can't wait. I can't wait to get everybody 2D in. Okay, here's the third Poof. And then I made 3 fiber art bats full of the colors that are in. This one doesn't have the most. Well, just depending on which side you show, I guess. Anyway, this you could pull and use in your background and then do something else fabulous with it.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's really fun. I tried to get the project colors, but also just really nice like muted spring colors. Kyla went shopping for chocolate. I'm not sure if these are going to make it all the way to you guys. It's looking really good, and I might need a snack.
I told her she wasn't allowed to eat it this morning.
I mean, look. There's a little bunny in there. So some chocolate, and then we have I think this one's called Sage, the Tussa silk. I love this color. I want to put this color in everything now, kind of like I am with the
gray
with
and the
teal.
aqua.
Yeah, and aqua. So Tussa silk is really, it's great in if you're gonna needle felt with a mix with silk. Tussa's great because it's got a little more texture. It'll blend in a little bit more. Mulberry silk is so strong and shiny and long that it always kind of stands out more. It's a little harder to blend in. So if you were going to use something like this in like a dragon or a 2D picture, it's going to work really well for you. We also have powder Tussa. Yeah. And then just because they look chocolatey, and because it's so soft and amazing, brown alpaca and camel fur. We just wanted to give you some fur. Introduce the fur into your life. So pretty. Any questions?
Answering a couple. People were asking about the dollar amounts for each tier.
Everything is in the newsletter and on the post on our business page. In general, if you're gonna want to be a part of Fiber Fairy and know what's going on in general with Sarafina, I would definitely follow and like the business page, and you can always check in there, because if we want to share something that we want everyone to know, that's where we're going to put it, because it's there. It won't get in the group. You know, people are posting all kinds of things, so things get buried, or you're not necessarily going to see it. But on the business page, we don't post there daily, so you can see the most recent important updates. Definitely sign up for the newsletter, because now we are including the newsletter as a part of the Fiber Fairy process, just for people who don't use Facebook. And
well, you used to be able to not have a Facebook account but still view Facebook business accounts. And it looks like now that's not the case. So people can't even see the post and they can't watch our live videos. So we're live on YouTube and we're sending out newsletters. The newsletter also has the link to find this. We should probably address the Fiber Fairy in the comments box.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, I can say the tiers. I wasn't trying to avoid saying the tiers. So the first tier is 20. The second, I think it goes 20, 40, 60, 80. No,
100.
85, I think. I think the locks might
80.
jump. It's 80, okay. Mm-hmm. And then 125 is the baskets.
Yes.
Yeah, wait, 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh, yeah, 100. And then 125 is the basket. So we upgraded the checkout process on the website so it looks a little bit different. One thing that we're kind of bummed about, it's going to take some getting used to, is that the place to leave an order comment is a little bit hard to find. Kyla made a really nice video that explains the checkout process, where the order comments box is. It's on our business page, but we missed that when you go to PayPal and come back.
Depending on where you click into PayPal, before you go to the checkout, you can click into PayPal, and then it seems like it takes you to complete your order on the site. If you go to the payment page, you want to add your comment before you go away to PayPal, because it seems like I tried to navigate it this morning to figure out what was happening, because a lot of people got the FFF on their PayPal order, and some people said it checked out and didn't leave them a spot to do it. So if you place an order and it's PayPal and you didn't have a chance to write the Fiber Fairy note, try to put it before you go away to PayPal. But if that happens, we know that. Don't panic today. We're not going to leave anyone out of the Fiber Fairy offer today.
Also, go ahead. Did you have more to say on that?
Well, the business page that we're talking about is on Facebook. Just look up Sarafina Fiber Art, and there is a business page.
Yeah. So the business page, signing up for the newsletter on the website. When you use our website, make sure that you're logged in, have one account, make your purchases from that account. You accrue points, and the points you can trade for credit. And so those I think are the key. Join Sarafina Felting Fanfare if you haven't. That's our group. And then you should be in the loop. It's really hard to channel information on the internet so that everybody sees it. It's,
right.
And people are coming at things from all different directions.
And then we think we've got it covered and there's a spot that we missed. Yeah. So I totally thought that video was covering the checkout. And then I was like, oh, the PayPal thing. I didn't try to check out with PayPal. So Paul's saying he had to add it in again after PayPal. Okay. Some people, I think, where they clicked at PayPal, it just completed the order there. So just be aware. Worst case scenario, we will cover it. Can you maybe hold the 3D Ren under the camera?
Sure.
So that
I'm going to hold
see it closer?
the other one that I made. Just because this is a delicate scenario. This one's a slightly different. Actually, and I don't know if they can see. I'm trying to get it straight. It's hard to know. Oh, there we go. Okay. I ran this one. We got a new machine, and it's a felting machine. I ran this one through the felting machine. It has a little bit of needle marks on it. So I'm experimenting with how to loosen up the needle marks from the felting machine. But so I'm really excited. I want to encourage everyone to use the reference image, which is in, okay, this is good. This is good information to cover. The reference image is in the newsletter. If you didn't get the newsletter, don't worry. Well, we usually share the newsletter. We can do that. But when we get closer to the felt along, I'm definitely going to make some posts with the reference image, and I made a template. So the template is a PDF, and you can, when you look at it, there's 3. And you can cut it out, and you can put the little bird, right where you want it to be, and make a little outline, and you'll have that as a reference, and it indicates where the markings are, just to help get the shape right, and aid in the drawing aspect of the project. And then the branch and the background can be anything. And I really love in the 2D projects, like the fox, the hummingbird, and even the snow hare, seeing how everyone uses the locks and interprets the background. Like you can have a lot of fun there. So
someone said I thought we are the felting machines.
Yes,
this is true.
Well, the funny thing is, we got the felting machine, and in preparation for the arrival of the felting machine, I laid out a full-size, life-size reindeer pelt that, once all the fiber was on, ended up being about 3 inches thick. Having never used the machine, I just knew I got the big one, and so I went for it. So when the wonderful person came to help us deliver it and set it up and gave us a little class, she was demonstrating with a piece of merino pre-felt that was like
very
2 millimeters thick,
thin, gentle,
she's like,
little
you just
bat.
run it through and you can go backwards, and I'm looking at it thinking, oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, what you laid out was like this thick, this wide, the width
like
max,
7 feet long,
the max of the machine.
So then she says, what would you like to experiment? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna run this reindeer belt through. And then we're like trying to shove it down and get it under the rollers. The reason I'm telling the story is because we ended up having to back it out, lay it on a table, and about 6 of us were being the felting machine with punch tools in both hands, just knocking it, like tacking it down, and then it went through. And I will show you guys eventually that machine. We just
so funny.
I'll show you the machine, and or at least what I'm making with it. And what's exciting about it is it's going to allow us to make our own pre-felt and like 2D backgrounds, and so we're going to have a lot more 2D pre-felt and felt options available. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. But we did it.
That's the second thing that went through that machine.
Mm-hmm.
I think the lady was impressed. Sarah is fearless.
Okay. The Reins supplies are not a pack on the site. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we should figure out, we could do a Wren Boodle, or I'll make a supply list for the Wren in case anybody misses the Fiber Fairy or wasn't able to do all the tiers. Right. When I make a felt along post, which will be on the business page, I'll make a supply list so that if you're missing anything, you can fill in the gaps. And it's also, there's certain things you're going to want to make the bird, but the background and everything, it could be anything. It just might be easier to follow the felt along if we have the same things. But I hope 3 weeks is enough. When we planned it, I don't know, we weren't. I think the mail delays are getting a little bit better, so
it should be for the most part,
unless it's international and like crazy. But
the worst case scenario would be you can watch it and join us in the chat, and it's going to stay on our channel. Yeah. So when your supplies arrive, the felt along will still be there.
Yeah.
Someone's asking about if you can see your points. If you log in to your account on the website, there's a place to click on My Account, and when you click onto that, somewhere in there near the bottom of the options is My Rewards. You can click into the rewards. It'll show you how many you have. When you put your rewards in, 100 points, like $1 is a point, 100 points gets you $5 gift certificate on the site, and it will basically disappear from your rewards. And if you click on the view my gift certificate balances, also under my account, you'll see that there's the balance is sitting there, and it auto applies to your next order. A couple people want to know what's funny.
I tuned out because I was looking at the little box. I'm like, wow, people are just staring at my tummy. So I put my hands there, and then I was like, I'll put something cute there.
A couple people have asked about the shop being open. Someone's traveling through Maryland in April. Someone else is coming, expecting to come early summer, and we are not open.
So far,
really.
we have not. We've taken over the shop with our equipment and our tables and now our big felting machine. So it's not really set up as a shop. The best thing to do is to place an online order, and then make an appointment for me to meet you, and I can show you around and help with whatever. But we don't have the supplies in the shop, and we don't have like the art and all the things that we used to have. So, and we're not doing like regular store hours. I don't have a plan right now. This is just working for us right now.
We had a lot of product up in the shop that when we realized that we were going to be closed for who knew how long, which is now essentially a year, we wanted all of that product in stock so that it would be available to people online.
Yeah, we didn't want things sitting up here.
So we pulled everything out of the shop as far as people coming in to shop. So it's going to be, I don't want to say a big decision, but a process if we move back in that direction again. So yeah, ordering online would be the way to go to pick it up. And if you are traveling, then you need to let us know ahead of time.
And if you need to shop here a little bit, that should be okay. Like, we couldn't do it on a day like today. We just need a heads up so that we're prepared to help you check out. Deneen asked a question, and yes, the answer is yes, Deneen.
Oh, yeah.
It's version 2. We just wanted to indicate that it's a little different than what it used to be. Okay, so I have the hummingbird out because I made it using the feather technique, and a couple of people, were hoping that the fiber fairy was going to be regarding the feathers, and that is coming. The reason it's taking us a little while is because there's some new tools involved, and I want to make sure that when we present it, that we have everything that you need. So I know it's a little frustrating, but at the same time, it would be more frustrating if I presented it and then we didn't have the supplies. So what was cool was I used the feather technique to make the wings. And this was just a first shot, so I feel like I could do it even better. Like, there's this little double layer here. And if you were inclined, you could get really small with this technique. I don't love working small. I feel like I don't get the opportunity to let the wool kind of do its thing. So I usually go, especially with something like a hummingbird, a little bit bigger. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know. I can show other feathers.
There were feather questions. I have that on my list.
Okay. I can show other feathers, and I can show Delisa's sent us a rooster and a butterfly that she made using the techniques.
People are interested in the tools.
Yeah.
Trisha Scott says tools.
Yeah. So this is the butterfly, and it's made using the same technique, but I don't know what else I think she then needle felted afterwards, and then there's just tons of tiny little details on here. But using this technique, it's easier to get a really thin layer of wool. And then on the rooster, you can see her technique on the feathers. It's so exciting because, first of all, we're just at the beginning, You know, like there's like Delisa was like, I can't remember if it was Delisa or Sabine was like eyelashes, you know, or
so many.
Or I was thinking about an owl and like the rim that goes around their eyes. And yeah, and when you get into this, you can totally manipulate the feathers or whatever it is that you're making. Yeah, it's just so cool. And then you get to play with the starch or the paver-pole or you know, whatever it needs.
That is a lot of feather detail
That
she
was a
has
ton
on
of
that
feathers.
thing.
That was a ton of feathers. I showed these the last time, I think, but I'll show a few that I've made, which aren't nearly as delicate. What?
Trisha just yelled rooster. She said, I just yelled that and it's 6:30 here. Sorry, neighbors. It is what roosters do in the morning.
So just some tiny ones. I think I put some pictures on a Sarafina fiber art not too long ago. These are interesting. These I was using a different way. Oh my gosh. Help! I've got real feathers stuck in here. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, the peacock. I gotta play with that some more. Where's the other one? These I made a different way. They're like huge. And I used a different technique. But they're still really fun. Like I don't know, I was like I don't know, I want to just have them everywhere. And I left some of the fiber super soft, which is fun. So you could go big or teeny tiny. Like Delisa sent me one that's like, I mean, practically hummingbird size. It's tiny.
Release the feather secret.
It's like this. It's like, it was like an inch long. Yeah.
People are begging you to release the feather secret.
Yes, I know. I will.
We just need to have what you need so that you can
now that we got past this, we should be able to move along on it. I'll tell you what, this morning I was thinking about...
Can you show the peacock again?
Oh boy, okay. This morning I was thinking about, well, let me do one thing at a time here.
There's a lot of lot of feather interest.
Okay,
so
and I didn't make great color choices on this. Like this, all of these were like experiments, and you know, me just trying to figure.
Deneen said we did feathers with the rooster. Have these been changed up with new ways? This is definitely a different method.
Oh, that looks terrible now. Oh, well. I was thinking this morning about the old days when getting ready for a fiber fairy meant like a week of like making 50 bundles of something or a bag of locks.
It's like a month and a half now.
Yeah, now it takes us like, especially this one, like a good 2 months to get ready. Wait, why did I even say that?
Someone's asking about the hound
sitting right over there, waiting, along with the brown hair. Filmed the brown hair.
Well, you just dropped that out there.
I gotta give them something.
I know.
If I'm not giving them the feathers.
John's gonna be working on that.
So that's good news. Yeah, working on the hounds. Like any of the big annex projects now take a long time because of the amount that we're putting into the reference material. So, oh my gosh, I'm having wardrobe malfunctions. I should have just worn a dress and simplified my life.
Someone likes your hummingbird tattoo.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I saw all the questions, but I'm sure I missed something.
Yeah, if you have any more questions, needle felting questions in general, fiber fairy questions. Emma, don't worry about it. We're adding FFF to anything that doesn't have it today, because we know it's all new.
No panic.
Yeah.
It's a fiber fairy day.
Yeah. In other words, don't email Kyla.
No, well, I did say shoot me an email. I really am going to add it, though. I promise. But if it makes you feel better, you can email me, and I'll let you know I got it. But we're good.
Yes, and we do sell 42. We added 42 and reverse a while ago now, I think.
It's been a little while,
Yeah.
They are, if you just go to the needles, the needles listing, their drop down will show reverse and 42 are options.
Okay.
The two birds on the...
I want to thank Patty. Patty thanked us. I want to thank Patty for helping out in the group and helping direct people the right way. I really appreciated that. So when we started, look, I've got to make sure, right? Wardrobe's proper. When we started the Reins, I started actually 3D. So now I'm basically gonna what?
Scott, I think we should email Kyla anyway.
Everybody just email Kyla today.
Shoot me an email.
Yeah, aren't they cute? We're gonna do this next.
There's a lot.
I know. You guys, I know.
They are so cute.
They are so cute. They are so cute.
I think a 2D, 3D combo pack would be amazing.
Okay, well, we actually tried that for the Fiber Fairy, and I got so overwhelmed I started to twitch. So we honed in on this. Yeah. But this project is developed, and yeah, you just have to put up with the fact that I have more ideas than I have time, because it's really a good thing.
Mm. It is.
And know that I am always I'm always working towards the next thing.
This is true.
Yeah. Because it's too exciting.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
The combo idea. See, I still feel like that would be a really fun supply pack.
So usually when we develop a project, whether for the Fiber Fairy, we do end up making a kit. So this will be a kit. We'll probably keep it separate from the 2D, from the 3D, just because this is a complete kit and this is a complete kit.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody asked a question and then I just missed it.
Okay.
Wait, it was a good
Swax.
There was no felt along for last month's Fiber Fairy.
It was just fiber.
The bright colors. Yeah, there was no felt along.
Oh yeah, I don't know what was going on, Paul. I was just laughing at what Paul said. This was really hard to figure out. Remember, like the Fiber Fairy.
Yes.
Like we really.
I don't know. Was it the Fiber Fairy or was it like that day and what week? And
too much going on.
What was happening with everything?
I
mean, sometimes it just happens, and it's like, yes, that's the idea.
I was doing this, and then I was doing this, and I was like, how are we making this a Fiber Fairy?
Mm-hmm. But then when you thought of it being a felt along, it was like, that was it.
That's what it was. That's what it was. It was the idea of filming this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And trying to film that.
Yeah. It's too much.
It was a little too much. But we have lots of ideas for her. Yeah. Apparently I look tired. I'm not.
Oh, no.
I'm not tired yet.
Our fancy lighting isn't working.
No. Well, I think I probably just blew out the microphone. We've been told to be careful with the microphone. And then I shout.
Swax. Okay. Early on, we used beeswax. So there's some tutorials still with beeswax, like the mouse, maybe the chicks. I don't know. I need to redo some things. Then I developed swax. Well, I'm not going to remember the exact order. So swax can be used like beeswax. It needs to be melted. It can go on the wire kind of as a glue. But the cool thing about swax is it can also go on top. Mm-hmm. So the little wren, for example, his beak is swaxed and his legs and feet are swaxed. And it gives a little bit more of like a skin look or a shine. You can even kind of shine it up. It looks a little shiny. The hummer nose is swaxed. Oh, the hummingbird's a good example because it also has PowerTex. Okay, then we made tacky wrap. Tacky wrap, we either have pre-dipped sticks or a sticky bun. And it's sticky. And it stays that way. You don't melt it. You just rub it on the wire or you buy the pre-dipped. And then it gives a little bit of grip to your wire. Mm-hmm. You could use tacky wrap and then nothing at all. You could use tacky wrap and then swax. You could use swax on the wire and then swax, which is what I did.
If you have swax and the whole like melting setup, I feel like pretty much all you need is swax until you're wanting to harden, which would be PowerTex. There is a blog that explains all the different wax products, and things are linked and some videos are linked. So if you're new to this and feeling a little overwhelmed about all the different waxes, including U-Smooth, and it's all in there on our website, there is a link for the blog, and it's under the Sarafina blog.
Thank you, Kimberly. I'm struggling with my hair today, but thank you for saying so. It was really cute when I was getting ready this morning, and then I stepped outside into the mist, and it was like...
It looks good, though.
So on the feathers on this hummingbird, I thinned out PowerTex and put it on, and that's why they're kind of like a little bit stiff. So PowerTex, we don't make that. We buy it, and it hardens. So depending on how much you use, like you can make your project like rock hard. Okay, what did I miss? U-Smooth was actually one of the first things I was trying to get to swax, but I was missing a component. So U-Smooth, it's more like bunny butter. I don't use it.
It's not quite tacky wrap.
To me, it's obsolete.
I mean, people did not want us to get rid
of it. I know.
U-Smooth.
I was going to get rid of it, and people didn't want me to get rid of it.
And the beeswax, and people still really wanted the beeswax.
So
if you don't have anything, get swax.
I don't use those anymore. So my most used things are tacky wrap and swax. I use PowerTex once in a while. I don't have very often that I use it. I don't use pigment very often because the swax is the color of is pretty clear, so the color of the wool shows through. There are times that you might want it to really be black or really be gold, or then you would add a little bit of pigment. The butters, gnome butter and bunny butter, are for your skin. And I've been using them. Oh, we got the nicest email from like a cosmetologist.
Well, she worked in the beauty industry.
Yeah. I've been using it all winter, and I mean, I'm using so I get it all over my hands. I put it on my face. I'll even like run it through my hair, and it's just good for your skin. It protects it from drying out, from dehydrating when we have our heaters on and we're in like a low humidity. We've had a lot of men really like it too.
It really seems to help with like drier,
with that
kind of
cracks,
cracking hands.
Yeah. I use it. I keep it. I have it right here. I use it when I work. I'll put a little bit on my fingers when I swax something, and then just when I go to press in the swax, I just press it in with a little bit of butter on my fingers. So I hope that helps. There's, we have put so much information out there. I know it's hard to find.
Yeah, when you're new, I'm sure it feels like.
Yeah. But, between the YouTube channel, we've neglected the blog a little bit lately, but we did get a lot of important things linked up there. Yeah, I'd say, we now have the YouTube channel organized in playlists, and we've always had the videos organized on the website. So that's a good place to just explore, look at the techniques. We try to keep updating things, but I'm always growing and learning, and we'll have new tools, we'll have new techniques, we'll have new terminology, we'll have new fiber. So some of the older videos I would not do the same way. Like, I really want to redo the mouse.
And the pony. If we redo the mouse and the pony, then it's hard to get the hound out and the 3D Ren.
I know.
So that's why some things don't happen. Two things. Somebody wants to see the wolf behind us.
Sure.
And somebody was asking if we were still wanting stories about people's felting journeys.
That's
so
what
I knew.
That's what I wanted to talk
good.
about. Oh
There
my
it
gosh!
was.
Thank you so much. Okay. I came in this morning and I was like, there's something I wanted to add to the discussion list, and I couldn't think of it. I made this. Why did I make this?
Did you use fur? No.
I had to make it. I had to make it really fast for something.
No? Is that fur? I feel like you used fur in a fox.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I remember, but I don't remember why.
Yeah, I don't know where to show him off best. Yeah, because if I get him into this little... I really enjoy making wolves. I really like to make them... I like to make them kind of like rangy, like they're long. I love the way their legs are, and I love their big, long feet. And I saw a wolf, a 75% wolf. Well, I've seen wolves at the Adirondack Wildlife Refuge, but when I was in college, someone had a 75% wolf, which I don't know if it's a good idea or not. But anyway, I could not believe the shape of this animal. Like, the length of the nose, I don't know. I've always been really attracted to them. Adirondack Wildlife Refuge. If you want to follow a page, it's a great one to follow. They have lots of animals. They have really good photographers. They share really fun, stuff from other pages. So I enjoy following them.
Somebody's been trying to buy the pony supply pack. We are not packing any new ones until we redo it.
Oh, really?
That was the decision. Really, the wire links, for anyone who doesn't know, if you go on our website onto the tutorials page, if you click into the pony, at the very top, it'll show which wires you need and what the lengths are. So as long as you have those types of wire and lengths, especially for the dapple, you pretty much need off-white chunky and some Sarafina white, a couple of accent type grays. You really don't need... It's not super complex. It's the mane and tail, finding some locks or Surrey for that. But you should be able to source the supplies pretty easily for the pony.
The wolf is the size of that. That's the size of the tutorial. Yes. There was another thing. Okay.
Before that, there's a couple questions about the tiers. So if we do that quickly one time and then talk about the...
Sure.
People's stories.
So the first tier is $20. It goes every 20, and that's the piece of flat matte pre-felt. It's approximately 12 by 15, which is the size that we need for the project. Then the second tier at 40 is 2 ounces of wheat and Sarafina white. Then we've got the third tier is approximately an ounce of 5 colors of merino, and this is for the felt along. But these are awesome colors that you could blend for all different kinds of things. I've been using merino more and more in my sculptures, usually blended because of the texture, but also because of all of the amazing colors that are available. And when it's blended with core and or other top coats, it felt easily. I don't usually use it alone. I feel like it's a little fine. And anything 2D or wet felted, it's your go-to fiber. The fourth tier is 5 more colors. These are kind of our darker colors. Then the fifth tier is the locks, and that's at $100, and it's a mix of, inspired by the 2D Ren project. So we've got some natural colors, light and dark, some dyed earthy greens, and then some special little textured locks in the dark chestnut for the Ren. And in that tier, you're also going to get a decal, a vinyl Sarafina window decal. And then when you spend over $125, you will be entered into a raffle for one of the 3 gift baskets, which there's pictures and description online. And we usually pick that. It usually ends up being Tuesday by the time we pick that. It just takes us a little while to get through the orders. Okay, the flat mat is does not come in other colors, but with the new felting machine, that's exactly the kind of thing we hope to make, is some more color choices in the 2D world.
So on April 17th, we'll have a live felt along for this. There is not a tutorial for the bird, the 3D bird, for the 3D Ren. And the basket drawing will be next week. We'll post on our business page on Facebook who the winners are.
So a couple of days ago, or a week or so ago, I put a post asking to share your felting stories. People just share, they send us an email, and we really like those kinds of that kind of feedback and that kind of sharing and interaction with you guys, because it's inspiring and helpful to know what we're doing and the impact it's making, and it's just nice to hear. It's really nice to hear. I would like more people to hear it, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. So if you want to send an email, it's coming to me. I would like you to use sarafinafiberart@gmail.com. I would like it to be understood that I have permission to share it, or a portion of it, with just your first name, and don't know how or when yet, or it's not necessarily going to be shared, but that's the idea. And I think there's a few that I haven't responded to, but I'm trying to respond to everyone. But I do see them all and read them all and appreciate them all. And yeah, and if I can make something come of it, I will definitely let you know. But I mean, pretty much across the board, most people are finding success with needle felting, whether they've done lots of other crafts or not. It's very forgiving. It's really fun. And then an offshoot of that is, whether it's the community that we've created or having made a friend. I've made so many friends that these people I never would have met, that I'm close with because of needle felting, or a contribution to your income through either selling or teaching, or help during COVID, just company during COVID, something to do during COVID, or other difficult scenarios, grief or just any difficulty. And I just think it's remarkable, and it's really fun to share that with you guys, like with each other. So that's the idea behind the request for stories. And like I said, I don't know where it's going yet. I don't know if it could be a blog or something, maybe like a regular kind of thing we do. I don't know. It's hard to add more stuff, but I gotta at least let it percolate and figure out what we can do. So
yeah, you guys definitely inspire us with your stories.
We're not combining orders on a Fiber Fairy Day. It's too hard because it's just like a.
There's a lot going on,
and the mode is very forward thinking. So the idea of like offshoots and stuff just doesn't happen. So
it is definitely a day and a weekend into a Monday at least that we are like.
Yeah, all hands on deck shipping.
And forward progress.
I think for me, my felting story is a big one, but the simplicity of it is that it's so exciting, and it's so there's just something about it between the fiber and the stabbing. I say this all the time. That's just like it's just a great therapeutic combo. And the fact that you're taking piles of fluff and making art, like that's just super cool. Okay.
The brown hairs.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get up for me this time. My pants keep coming out of my belt, so I look like an old man. No offense to old men.
Oh,
but I'm
not the look you're going for.
Not the look I'm going for. This was one of the first ones, but I did for the tutorial. The fibers are changed. It's going to be a little bit more like this guy. It's filmed. I have it figured out, and it's. I would say, is this next?
I'd say that's probably
this is
next.
Probably next.
I think we're close. We have a few steps to get there, but
due to your requests and my promise, it's really fun. It is harder than the snowshoe hare. If you haven't made one, I would definitely make the snow hare first. It's just a little more forgiving. Yeah. These have, and I still actually kind of feel like I haven't. Where's the other one?
In the trash.
Wait a minute. You guys, I lose things all the time.
It's easy to lose a hair.
Like this one, I think is the short-eared one.
Oh yeah, you definitely had 3.
Yeah. Well, every animal has this essence that like you got to get, and this is a little hard one to get. Mm-hmm. It's really on the brown hares what's going on with their eyes and muzzle and the shape of their head. So there's a little more sculpture involved in the brown hare.
The box of misfits. The one she's looking for is not the misfit.
Oh yeah, the box of misfits.
She's looking for the star.
Fun.
I don't see it anywhere. It'll show up.
Yeah. Did I take pictures with it?
Guys say he's an old man, by the way. He said, "Hey, watch it."
No, you're not. Oh, there's a lot of things around us now. This is my little.
It's a lot of rat.
This is my little belly protector.
Oh, the best needles to create fine lines. Sarah, sorry, I did see that question. Outlines or fine detail? So just a general, and then someone asked for the tools and like their general uses.
If it was a recap of the waxes, I probably won't do that again.
No,
but
I think the other tools, about the needles though, the strongest needle is the 36. That's your strongest gauge, all the way up to 42, and that's your finest gauge. So
if I wanted to make a line,
like a 42 is not going to cut
a definitive line, then you want to
what?
The sun.
The sun. Oh.
Then you want to go stronger needle. But yeah, so, I mean, I do use the 42 when I really need to tweak an eye or a nose and I'm just trying to control the fiber, not make a shape. If I'm trying to make a shape, I'm going to be a 38 or a 40. If I'm trying to attach or make a dent, I might take the 36. Or if I'm working on something like huge. Debbie, that's funny. Oh my god.
It happens.
We just all need to get together and trade. Thanks, you guys. What else?
Well,
Tools.
Regarding,
okay.
Yeah.
So
we do have for each tool, like we have a Pindle video.
There's
and we
video
have a
for each
Face Ace
tool.
video, a Zoli tool video specifically, and that is on the website under the free tutorials link. There is a techniques and methods, and that they're all linked up in there. So that would give you like the full when we got them.
yeah,
Now there's even more uses for them, I'm sure. But
the Pindles were my like, oh, this is like so fancy and they're stronger than skewers or whatever else we were using, and it gives you the variety. So the Pindles are great, especially if you're doing something big or you need a spine. I probably use the smallest one the most, actually. But then on the heels of that came the Face Ace, which is kind of like the Pindles all in one tool because it tapers. But if you need a shape that doesn't taper, then you need the Pindle. The Zoli tool and the Face Ace are what I use the most for making shapes. The Face Ace is awesome. I mean, it really makes face shapes simple.
Star blade needles versus twisted or spiral.
Just insert that little emoji.
Yeah.
I mean,
What is the twist? I mean, the twist
twist
is in the finer.
is in the 40, the way we have it, and it's meant to, a twist is always a little stronger. It's meant to kind of grab it. Not strong meaning like forceful, but it'll pull things in and around a little bit. So that's going to add to the felting a little bit for it to twist in on itself. And then the star and triangle, I'm not really an expert on why these are all sort of come from an industrial development. So I don't know why the different things. I think the star has more facets than the triangle. So maybe some more barbs. What?
Paul Beardsley just uses sharp pointing.
Yeah,
needles.
exactly.
I mean, with hand felting in the single needle place, that's probably...
I'm with Paul.
It's sharp, it's pointy.
I mean,
if you grab one and you're not sure which one it is and you don't like how it feels, grab the other one in your surface.
Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't put a ton of effort into like which needle am I using. I mean, I do. I have them. I mean, I just have them in my thing, and I just pick up what
and if
works.
it's not doing enough and you want something stronger,
I just keep searching through my stack of needles.
Some people probably like it like a little more organized, so they know which one they're going to.
Yes. So I'm sorry if I'm falling short there. The felting machine has friggin'. They look like monster needles.
I don't think they're that much longer, but
no, they're
huge.
They're 3.5 inches instead of 3 inches. But yeah, they just seem huge. So
2D. If you haven't placed your order yet, and if you are interested in another tool, the punch tool is a good one, especially for getting like this background color really in there. The little yellow green thing. Did we get the claws yet or not? We didn't get the claws yet.
Oh yeah, we're adding a clover tool. It's just that little rake thing, and it's useful. It can be a little holder downer. It can clean your surface. You could use it like on a shingle. Like you can. Do I have one? I know that. I think it might be. You know what? I think it might be over because I was using it. I'll show you. So it's not unique to Sarafina, but we are going to carry it because I like it and use it, which is my rule. Except for beeswax and you smooth. That's okay, Kyla. That's all right. Am I sure what? I don't know where it is. I'm not sure of anything.
It's somewhere. You were using it though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good. It'll be out soon.
Yeah.
How do you know what size? Now, the twist, if you hold the needle and point it at yourself and spin it back and forth, you'll see the spiral and the twist. Well, don't.
If you hold the needle and look.
I pointed at myself because you can see it spiral. Then you know you have the 40 because that one's twisted. The other ones aren't.
Once I couldn't get a spray bottle of soap to work in the barn. It was like a saddle soap or something.
You sprayed yourself?
Oh yeah, I turned it towards myself to look at the nozzle, and I'm like, "What's the matter?" And I'm like,
a holder downer. Needles do break in the felting tool, like the machine or the pen tool. They can break, especially if you're not going in and out straight. Any kind of bending, it's gonna break. And if you hit a wire, it might just snap.
Welcome, Nancy.
Wait, I have it? I don't have anything, Paul.
Okay, Tammy, I like the 38s in my pen tool, and actually I usually just use 2. 3 sometimes it's, especially if you put something stronger than 38s, 3s aren't going to go. And 2, I like because it's in a line, so if I'm going along a wire, I can always make a line. Or if I'm making the little like nose dent or muzzle dent, I can always make a line.
What's an earth magnet? Earth machine? Did I say...
Trisha, what are you talking about?
Did I say earth machine? New machine. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Earth machine.
It sounds important.
Keep talking, because we're not there. We're not with you yet. It does sound important.
Big question behind Trisha's question about broken needles. Anne. Okay, I'm looking for you, Anne.
Patty has the needle solution. I admit I am a needle delinquent.
Felted wigs. Is that what you're saying, Anne? Felted wigs. All right, well, I'm totally lost.
we've lost control of the room.
Earth magnet. Gets the broken needle. Needle tips that broke off in a piece. Okay. Thank you for letting us know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
But then I see something about felted wigs.
Okay, I'm not sure. Go for it.
We have not made any felted wigs. We've discussed it before.
So many ideas. Yeah. I'm so happy that we've grown and like everything that we're doing. But it does make it a little harder to do things like challenges and, stuff that...
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Ann Gordon said 10-10.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I feel like there's a code that I should know that I'm not getting. I mean, that's as far as I got. The bunny code. Oh, a magnet in the carpet. That's a good idea.
I just looked at myself 30 seconds ago and I looked really distressed and forlorn. I don't feel that way.
Felted beards. I made several felted beards.
I've made felted beards
when the fourth graders, when the fourth graders needed to do their reports and dress up as
George Lucas,
some other, some Day Balboa guy that Matthew had to be.
One of my early Etsy ideas was ears. I was like, I'm gonna make headbands with ears. I bought all these headbands.
You mean like rabbit ears?
Oh, rabbit ears, fox ears, like every kind of ears. That wasn't a good direction for me. Not every idea is a good idea. I mean, it's fun. It's a good idea. It wasn't a good business idea.
Yes, you have all day to place your Fiber Fairy order until midnight. Although we might run out of something. I mean, besides the fact we hope that we have enough Fiber Fairy, there may be something online that if we have a lower stock number and you really want it, I'd place the order sooner rather than later. Certain things may run out of inventory.
Yeah. I was really bummed. We worked Sassy, particularly. I might sneeze. I'm not going to sneeze. Worked really hard to get the basket bunnies ready, and we could not get one of the ingredients. So I apologize for the delay on basket bunnies because it is timely. It's that time of year, and I'm disappointed that we don't have them in stock. But they will be soon. Anne saying 10:10 was where this.
Yeah, mine's not. It's not timed though. Like I don't have a time.
Oh, I don't either.
All right. Well, email me if you have a question. I can help you. I like it. I like when people typed FFF goes here. I was like, you are listening. I typed FFF goes here in the big
and
box.
that's what
So
they
some
put.
people are putting FFF goes here, and I'm like, you watched my video.
That's fun.
Yeah, it made me feel good.
Yes.
You can just put FFF, but do we substitute an item if we have run out? As far as the Fiber Fairy goodies, yes. I was referring more to, like, we were low on Silver Sable Fur, which is on order. Arctic Fur might even be sold out now. I'm not sure. But there are a handful of items that once the quantity is zero, the quantity is zero. So if you wait until 11:38 p.m. to place your order, something you want may not be in stock. It's a busy day.
Yeah. But the sun's out and Capriati's is coming.
Yes. Capriati's is a local sub shop. So good.
All right, I'm trying to think if I have anything
the
concrete.
Loop.
Oh yeah, the Kaleido I did think about that
have
when I
one
was
handy?
looking at the yarn. I think I had John take them back down.
Okay.
There's a new product. It
They're
is
awesome.
a group of the yarns that we started tying the bags with, but it's all the colors. It's 3 strands of 11 colors.
33 strands.
Why do I think it's 44? Okay, 33 strands. I thought it was more. They're over a yard long, each one. And they just come in a nice little fun knot. Kyla named it Kaleido Loop. We were thinking Noctopus.
Squid. Something. Didn't Squid first came up? We had a lot of names for that thing.
It took us a while.
I like Noctopus, but we couldn't spell it.
And nobody wants to say it.
Noctopus.
So, anyway, that's there. It's in the specialty fibers section or the... I can't remember which section it's in. But it's really fun. And if you're making gnomes or you can... it's pretty loosely spun. So in your... in your wet felting, you can kind of pull it out and mix it in.
It is wool and...
It's wool.
It's
the same.
It's 1 tiny percent because of the wrapping strand.
Is it synthetic? Is that
it is
synthetic?
some kind of synthetic?
Yeah,
but
if you felt this, all the wool will hold everything all together, and it comes from the same line as our top coat.
If you can't find it and you're not sure how to spell it or where to find it, just type in yarn in the search box. I did put that as a search term, so it will come up if you type in yarn. And Paul said, how's the Zuli tool stock? Because they always seem to be out of stock. They might be out of stock. It's possible.
I'm not up to date on... our guy is working... We keep trying to get him to
hire an exclusive Zuli tool maker.
But he makes every single one. So, yeah, I couldn't say for sure. I'm not sure where we started. I thought we were in pretty good shape, but maybe not.
What did you use to accessorize your Camel for the saddle and the reins?
There is a tutorial. We made a tassel,
I believe it's
tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. That was for a fiber fairy, so it would be in the techniques.
I think it's under the series. It's considered a mini tutorial. It says tassels for camels and donkeys.
Okay, so in the mini tutorials on the website, there's a tassel tutorial. On the playlist on YouTube, is there something called mini tutorials?
I'm not sure what we decided to call that. I think.
Okay.
Gonna find that on YouTube?
Well, you could search Sarafina Fiber Art Tassel Tutorial.
And we have 24 Zuli tools, so if you want one, you might want to hop on that.
Yeah. But I would use pre-felt and then embroider it or embellish it. I made, we had these, what are they called from Stephen Willett. I'm totally blanking out on the tool. It's like a Viking tool that you can make a little, you can make a rope. I need my Capriati's.
It's not a lariat. What's that called?
It's not.
What's a lariat?
A lariat is a rope.
It's a horse thing, right? A lucet.
Lucet, it's called. And you can make like a cord, basically. Then depending on the thickness of the yarn or thread you use, your cord can be different sizes. And then we make tassels. So just using embroidery thread, you could use locks, you could use the yarn, different yarns, a little silk cut up in there, put some little tassels on the corners. Yeah, have fun with that.
Questions about the tutorial being on YouTube. I know there are people who need them on DVD, and we are moving away from DVDs. We soon will be shifting to offering them on an SD card. So instead of purchasing a DVD for each one, you would purchase the tutorial, whichever ones you wanted, and we will load them onto an SD card. That can go into your computer, into your tablet if that works. And there's also on any smart TV, there's a USB port, and we have a little stick that you could get. You put the SD card in the stick and stick that into your TV, and it will play that way as well. But we just are not going to be stocking DVDs anymore.
Yeah. I had a thought.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. It might have been about my sub. I think, what was it about? We're talking about...
We have... Oh.
What?
Well, we have some late joiners who are interested in the tiers again.
Okay. So for the Fiber Fairy, you're going to want to see the post, which is on our business page called Sarafina Fiber Art. That is at or the new on Facebook. Yeah. And now we're also including a newsletter. So those two places are where you will always see all of the tier information. But the tiers this time through are for the 2D felt along that we're going to do on April 17th. I mean, it's great fiber, whether you do the felt along or not. But the first tier at $20 is flat matte. The second tier at $40 is wheat and Sarafina white, a 2-ounce bundle. And then at 60, we have 5 colors of merino, approximately an ounce. And then at 80, 5 more colors of merino. And then at 100 is your locks, ounce and a half, I think. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy, of natural and dyed locks for the project. And then at 125 is the entries for three winners for one of the baskets, which are full of goodies, which I can't go through again. I apologize.
Things.
Good things like chocolate and basket bunnies and fiber art bats and specialty fibers. Let's put this guy in the belly shot for a little while.
People were missing your belt.
Oh yeah, my belt's super cute. If I do say so myself.
Your bunny's blocking it, somebody's.
I know. Well, yes.
Any update on the Certified Instructors program?
Yes, we are moving along. We've had productive meetings. We've filmed a lot. We've created the logo, the look. We've got the the Annex course started. We've got a lot of the documentation complete.
That's sort of where we are right now.
Mm-hmm. And I'm waiting on my lawyer. Cameron, if you're watching. Just kidding. He's not watching. But there's a lot of contract type things that I need him to take care of. And then it's a matter of us busting it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
we are getting there.
We're gonna concentrate on that further. We really did a lot in January, February, and most of March, and then we had to kind of turn our attention to today. Fit the brown hair in there, and yeah, I'm not going to give you a date, but I'm hoping this spring that the certification program is underway. And what's going to happen is, if you think you're interested, you're going to inquire for more information. So there'll be a page on the website for it, and then you'll get more information. But just to let you know, if you're thinking, is this right for me? Looking at the part of the interview process, there'll be an interview with me, and I'm going to need to see level 4 projects. Everything is spelled out. And then it's really for people who intend to teach in person workshops. So that ball should get rolling again soon, and it's really the best way for people to become exposed to it and to learn. And that's what we hope will happen, is that more and more people are hands-on and teaching and learning. But I think we have it set up to really be a win-win for us and the certified instructors. So that's exciting.
Do we do a one-time personal Sarafina overwhelm which way to go next felting therapy session?
Was it
use a felting
we do
therapy
a what?
session?
A
one-time personal Sarafina.
I was thinking this morning about, I feel like my voice just went really weird and I probably blew your ears out, because this is like, there's been so many synchronicities today. For a brief time during COVID, when we were pretty at the beginning and everyone was holed up, I had one-on-one time scheduled, and I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about or not, but I would love to find a way to get back to that. I got so much out of it. I feel like, if there's something you want to make or something you're struggling with, or a direction you want to go, or even feedback on business type stuff like Etsy or a business card, or like, I love that kind of stuff. I did it using a website called TimeTap, and it had a scheduler, and I could either go back to that. It would be pretty infrequent. Like, I can't do it to the same degree that I did it when I was isolated.
Which is a good thing, really.
But it was, I really like it, and I like getting to know more people, and I think the people that did do that hopefully got a lot out of it. They said they did. But yeah, so I don't know. I can't promise that I can add that to the plate right now, but it was good. What?
Debbie said you have no time for that.
I know. I don't. I'm so overwhelmed.
You would say PowerText is the most waterproof, right? I just answered that question thinking I knew the answer.
PowerText is waterproof, yeah. But it does change. What it does is it completely hardens the wool where it is. So I find that a little weird because most of our things have texture and loose and so then it's all just kind of like hardened.
Rock solid, yeah.
But like on the blue heron, I wet felted the beak pieces. So like the more smooth and felted the piece is, the better it looks. And then when I put the PowerText on and then Swax, it did get a pretty smooth look. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In-person classes, kind of the same with the shop. I'm not sure where I'm gonna fall with that. I think this past year created a lot of shifts for me in a good way. But
there's only so much time and space. So to take something new on,
yeah. So what I would
back on other things, yeah.
I would I miss teaching in person, but at the same time, preparing for a 10-person workshop, like it's a lot of energy going into that project, that day, that moment, versus getting the broader things done. So, like Marcia started teaching here. Like I could see doing it a little less frequently, or just actually me focusing on the bigger things.
Right. Well, that helps you develop bigger projects.
Yeah,
for the annex.
At this point, I'm not very good at teaching a beginner workshop anymore. I mean, I could do Sleepy Mice. I shouldn't say that. I'd be fine, but like, I want to. I'm excited to develop like the hounds and more annex projects and kind of shift me towards bigger, those kinds of things. Mm-hmm. And then with the certification, hopefully more people are out and about teaching. Yeah. Any other questions about the certification I can possibly answer? There's some things we're not totally ready to, like, I don't have like money. I'm not going to tell money information and stuff like that yet. Right. But
lots of turtle questions.
Ooh.
I was going to say, is the turtle on our list? I don't know that I see it on our list.
Oh my gosh. So we've got, I was like, a kangaroo. We're doing a kangaroo. And I started a kangaroo. And we've got the moose. I've got still have the female figure. We've got the hound. The tortoise has been requested. It's actually really, really fun. And it's kind of like the dragon, where it's not very complex sculpturally. And I figured the armature out really well so that the face comes together like really well. And then making the wet felted skin and shell. It's a fun one.
You and Milo videos, please. All right, we hear that. We will link people to certified teachers. So once we have people through the program, there will be a spot on the site for you to, hopefully, my dream is that there will be a map and you'll be able to click on it and see who's in your area.
You'll have a pin.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah.
So there will be a list for you to find people nearby. That's the goal, so that you could connect anywhere with somebody that is familiar.
Yeah.
Could you put fanfare on the annex?
Oh. So the annex has the ability, I did not, when I taught some live courses on the annex, we had a chat. I did not, why did we did not put a chat
on the,
I think partly because
courses.
I wasn't going to be involved.
Right.
Like I can't go that way, another way. There was a reason that we did not. I'll think about it again, and when I come around to the hounds, I'll think about why we did that. We sort of like deactivated that option. Mm-hmm. I think I was worried about having another place.
We just can't.
Yeah, that I couldn't monitor.
Or address, the questions. Have questions hanging out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, the exercise stretching video was helpful and entertaining.
I watched that pretty recently for the first time in a long time, and I was like, it was good. Like,
it was a good video.
I was really exercising then, so it was all like fresh in my mind. But it's true. It's important. It's important for us to undo. Mm-hmm. Like sitting is particularly bad, and then sitting and crafting is bad. So it's not bad, it's great, but you have to make an effort to have good posture, and to open up what we close, in our particularly in our shoulders and our hips, and your neck and your fingers and wrists.
That video was funny.
And, Talbot and Nick, come on. Like I don't even know how that went down. Like I look at that and I'm like, they were game.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were like, okay. We ordered the head sweatbands and the little shorts.
The tiny little shorts that don't fit me anymore.
And then the sheep walked through it. Really, that was magical. It really was.
The cats.
Under the free tutorials, there's a Just for Fun. If you have not seen it, go under the Just for Fun and find Felt Fit. Watch the mannequin challenge. We did a good job on that too. And the Brady one's a little bit fun. The Sarafina bunch. Yeah. I haven't watched that in a while. Yeah, we sang. We all sang. Soon we'll get back to our antics. Mm-hmm. Our shenanigans. Yeah, it was Anne. It was sheep yoga in the end. Mm-hmm. It was funny. Susan's asking about locks. I pointed people to our friend Lee over at Felting Farmer Lady. There's something we don't have, you mean? Well, we do not have like light sheep's curls and some of the natural stuff. It's we've had a hard time getting them in and washing up white enough to really be white sheep's curls. So a lot of them end up getting dyed for fiber art locks and pumpkin locks and I want to tell other stories too. Like you're just making me think of our, we have one person that we rely on heavily for locks, and she answered our call. Like she bred sheep for us, and she shears for us, and she sells to us, and that's amazing. And I want to go to her farm and meet her, and like I just want to go around with a video crew and to all of our people. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. Well, are we winding down? Did I throw out like 12 more things that I don't have ready yet? It wouldn't be a live stream if I didn't make promises. Marilyn's asking, where do you find the tiers? We don't actually post Fiber Fairy on the website. It's on Facebook on the Sarafina Fiber Art business page. And if you're on our newsletter list, it came out in a newsletter.
So both locations come out at 12 a.m. approximately. So it'll always be in those two places. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's fine.
We need the mobile. We need the fiber mobile. Every time like I see a funky weird bus truck, I'm like,
that'd be fun.
That'd be so fun.
We will. In a couple of years, we're hitting the road.
Okay.
We're traveling.
Our kids we're
getting
launching.
close to that. Yeah. There is no Sheep and Wool Festival this year. Again.
Yeah. And that's another thing that was another shift that I might not go back there.
Oh, now we're gonna see it. What?
If I go back,
we're going back to.
We're gonna shop. We're just gonna walk around and shop. And it's so fun. Like it's a special weekend, but like it takes so much for us to get ready, use the trailer, have everything, all the stuff we need to set up, spend the weekend, work all day. And I gotta tell you, the stress of driving a truck and trailer through that property with like everything 1,000 people who are also trying to do it. I mean, I do it very well, but I see it as a challenge. But I kind of want to just go and shop. We should have like a Sarafina sheep and wool excursion, like where we meet and we'll all have hats and t-shirts. And we're like a big group.
This is the Fibermobile?
No, this is just us meeting at Sheep and Wool to shop.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than
that'd be
being
fun.
a shop.
We'd be a Sarafina flash mob, really.
Yes. We'll have to make up a dance. A sheep dance. Dreams.
Yeah, the traveling fiber vehicle would be amazing.
Yes. Traveling, yeah, it can have fiber, but I was just thinking of the film crew and the going from place to place. Oh, and we can like drop in on people's craft rooms. Be like, what are you doing in here? And then like fix up your craft room. And then like be all critical of your work.
Yeah,
I could go Gordon Ramsay.
You could. I think Milo would have to do that part of it.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not my style. Oh, Deb, Sheep and Wool is... Oh, wait, there's 2 Deb Mackeys, isn't there?
I don't know.
It's in... it's at the Howard County Fairgrounds in Maryland. But there's different fiber festivals. Another really big one is in New York. So... All right, well, thank you for sharing my little daydream with me.
What if we walk through Sheep and Wool and see other Sarafina people and we do our secret sign?
Yes. I don't know if I would do that. It has to be like cooler somehow.
Cooler.
Is that cooler? I don't think so. It could just be peace. It could just be bunny ears, like
just bunny ears.
Yeah, like
maybe
peace.
you have to bunny ears your friend.
Yeah. Or a random stranger.
Or a stranger.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good move. I just saw it go back on live. That was good.
I missed it. All right, we're rambling now. So if you
all right, we have people are interested
in our visit,
in the fiber flash mob and all of it.
Okay, yeah, Sheep and Wool. Who was I talking to about? Oh, Lorian. She is an admin, or she's on the needle felting group, and she's also made a few needle felting books. But anyway, we were talking about a needle felting expo, which I've been dreaming about since I started Sarafina, but then realized it was too big for me.
It's big.
It's too big for me to tackle. But if anyone out there is an expo planner, we get a hotel, we have vendors, workshops, demonstrations.
Can you imagine bringing the inventory that we need to bring to that thing?
Oh my gosh.
That's like sheep and wool times a lot.
Yeah. We could, yeah. Too much going on. But it's exciting and fun. All right. Wait, we need John.
No, we don't know how to turn it off.
We don't know how to turn it off. Well, maybe I can turn it off. All right, no, let me text John.
Well, it's going to have to be from over there.
Okay.
Stacy knows.
All right,
well,
but you have to
for cabs, but I think she means time for caps. And yes, we probably have an hour to lunch.
Oh, that's a bummer. I'm not going to make it.
I have about 200 emails waiting that I see.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Kyla can start processing emails. I'll just sit here and look at y'all.
No, it's fine. All right.
We're waiting for John.
To see everybody.
I could go turn it off.
Yeah, but it's funnier when John comes running in through the door.
I don't know if it is.
Do you think you saw it?
A convention. I texted the group.
We'd be bigger than like a Star Trek convention or Comic-Con.
Right. You think?
There's a lot of us.
There's getting to be a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely getting to be a lot of us.
I mean...
Ooh, we could like felt our own like masks and capes.
Wet felted cape would be nice.
That's the rule. You have to wear some kind of fiber adornment. The ears... People are going to be making all kinds of things out of feathers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here he is.
Here he comes. Oh, the door's
locked out.
Not just going to bark. I'm so sorry.
FiberCon.
We've been chatting for about 5 minutes. We're like,
oh, look, they're giving us bunny ears.
We're going to say goodbye.
Okay. Wanted to make sure I didn't want to just end it.
No, you're good.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.